So here's my load going up to Fairbanks. We have a Ski-Doo and an Argo. I loaded them this way so that the most weight would be over the axles. So the Argo has the engine in the front, Ski-Doo has the engine in the front, and loaded them so it'd be right in front of the front axle, or right over the front axle. But yeah, about to head out.
And when we talk about the world's best, it is an international flavor indeed, including the Australians, Hunter and Jet Lawrence. And Hunter Lawrence, does he get it done tonight in the 250 class? Yesterday, the riders are going very fast through this section.
Well, the one thing about Hunter I want you guys to watch, where he is in a great spot because he's close enough that he can...
Deegan at the top, the bottom box. That is Shimoda and Hampshire, 4th and 5th. The Owl in orange is 3rd.
Really hard to make up time on your competitors when the track is like that, so every little bit counts.
I'll back up here some. Are you able to drive forward? No. Or is it just gonna catch? Yes. Okay, I'll back up here and then we'll jack up. Oh, in the center. Looks like it. Well, I'm gonna pull over because I just split the difference between a couple of deer, and I barely heard the one tap my right side. The other one stopped just in time. It's definitely going to be a big concern on this trip because it's so much warmer than the other trips that I've done. So that'll get you riled up. Let me put on my boots. All right. So there was one deer here and one deer here, and the one ran just enough and the other one stayed just enough that I think I just barely tapped it. Also, this was already missing. I think I just barely tapped it. I don't really see anything wrong yet. It is dark, so it's hard to see. But I think I'm okay. Check on this side. Honestly, coming into these towns reminds me of when I used to play Arma. They feel very similar. Just like little guys. With all kinds of little houses scattered around. And there's always tons of construction. It's always a decent idea to stop for gas whenever you can. Just keep it topped off. Just gonna check bearings. This one's slightly warmer. All good. Freaking expensive as hell.
One guy said my tires would be worn out in 100 miles.
I think we've done about 2,000 so far. There's nothing quite as annoying as when you want to pump, especially if there's only a couple of diesel pumps and people just leave their vehicles in the way. So we're gonna pull out of the way before we go into the gas station.
The real one, exactly what it is.
Super hungry today for some reason. And I look really old. This is really getting depressing.
Alright guys, you know our Haines.
I think we're about to go out of cell reception area. I'm just having some food and gonna keep on driving. Gonna need to start stopping and videoing more. Otherwise, all you'll get is every time I stop for gas or every time something goes wrong. And I want to show more than that, I guess. I mean, I obviously want to show that, but I got to figure out how to tell the story properly in this. And it's like maybe I'm not telling it. I don't know. I just trying to understand how to do this. I guess all I need to do is video my favorite things. But it's kind of like on this trip up, I'm not doing anything, not stopping at spots that I like to stop at. I'm not doing anything extracurricular. On the way down, Sarah's going to be with me, so I'll probably do more of that. But I won't have a load, which is less interesting.
Attacked by another inmate who stabbed him with a
got a slight smell of brakes, but I was going down a slight hill, but it wasn't enough of a hill that I would be braking. I wasn't even touching the brake. I had cruise on. So it would have been the car braking automatically, but it was not braking because when I took the cruise off, it slowed down. So I'm gonna say that it must have been a passing truck. I don't know, didn't make sense to smell brakes right then. It's beautiful out here though. This is the first time I've ever seen Alaska, well, BC green. And surprisingly, it's more green here than it was about 3 hours south of here. There was a lot of yellow. Now it's all green still. So, just, I guess there's just different climates, different altitudes and all that. So, I just dropped off the guy that I picked up who was hitchhiking. It took him about an hour and a half up the way, and then I was going right. He wanted to go left, so dropped him off at a junction there, gas station. But I've seen so many bears. We saw 1, 2, probably about 5 in the last hour. A lot of them are cubs too. Oh shit. This is a bum. Oh no, it's not a bum. We're good. Yeah, we saw about 5 bears. And a lot of babies. So that's pretty cool. And the guy was chill. Told me some of his hitchhiking stories and told him about what I'm doing. And yeah, now I'm on my way. Got about 4 more hours to Dease Lake, where I'll be stopping for the night, I believe, unless I get there and I'm just not tired at all. But the plan is to stop there for the night. Should get there around 8:30 to 9 o'clock. So that's the update. I didn't video any with him in the car just because, I don't know, it felt weird, but maybe I need to get over that. So, but no, he was really chill. Had conversation probably most of the time. Yeah. It's looking pretty fall-like up here. For some reason it looks a lot more green in the camera. The yellowish doesn't look nearly as yellow. Just saw something up here run across the road. Let's see if we can see it. It's probably in the woods. Something crossed. It looked brown and big and more deer-like, but maybe it was it could have been any number of deer-like animals. It was hard to tell how big it was. I was able to drive pretty fast for quite a while at about 70, but this section of road now has gotten more dips in it. Just to save my car and save the load and not risk getting a flat or bending the wheel or something, I'm slowing down. It's not really the type of stuff where you'd bend the wheel or get a flat, but it is dips that are kind of quick like that, and it just don't feel so good yanking on the car with this load on, because the trailer's 20 foot long, and I've got between the trailer and everything on it, 3,000 pounds, almost 2,900 pounds, kind of yanking on the car whenever I would go over bumps. So, because the trailer will, rock forwards or back. So, I figured I'll slow it down, take it a little slower. Isn't gonna hurt anything because I made up plenty of time earlier driving, so going a little slower is not gonna really change when I got there, since I went faster there. Anyways, that's all wrap. progressively got more and more rainy, and 46 degrees, and definitely way more fall-like. Well, I'm about an hour from East Lake, which is behind me, and things are going smoothly so far. Just gonna check over the trailer really quick, make sure everything's good, and continue on. I'm gonna be stopping in East Lake. Everything looks good. Check over the bearings, which if they were gonna go out, they would have gone out by now. I mean, as far as for lack of grease, that is. Yeah, she's all good. Gonna keep trucking. I don't know, hopefully there will be a restaurant or something tonight in East Lake that I can stop at. It would be nice. The screen's a little foggy. Yeah, it would be nice to do something relaxing tonight. Maybe have a cider or beer or whiskey or something. It would be really nice if I could find a cigar. I'd love to smoke a cigar tonight. It's funny, Silas got me into cigars. Then I started watching Dwayne from Dry Creek Wrangler School. And yeah, no, I'm hooked. Good cigar every once in a while. Oh, it really makes you feel like a man. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today, I guess. I actually got great sleep last night. I went to bed at 9:45 and then woke up about 5:45. So yeah, I got about 8 hours of sleep. But when I woke up, I thought I had gone to bed at 12:30 or something. So I was like, damn, I didn't get any sleep tonight. But I didn't. I was like, I don't feel that tired. And then I realized, I checked my GPS tracking history and saw that I had stopped at 9:41. I just didn't realize it. So seems like every time I stop at this spot, they're closed, but they just don't stay open late. They don't necessarily open early. First time I came, I ended up parking here with maybe 15 miles left on the gas tank and just let the car run all night because it was about 20 degrees. So let me fill up, and East Lake is only an hour away. Didn't notice, but we rolled over 505,000 miles just 22 miles ago. This little baby just keeps on rocking. This area has always looked strange, but after being burnt, it looks even weirder. I don't know if it looks strange because it was burnt once before, or if some bugs came through and got all the trees, or what happened exactly, but it's always looked a bit strange, and now it looks even more bare after the burn.
How long it's gonna be? Is she in there? Yeah. She's in the Tupperware. Cremated.
Out the bankruptcy, they can cancel the bankruptcy in the future.
but they'll be able to get 1 to 2 years of free rent. And then by the time you're actually able to get them out, you've spent so much time and money that they then go.
And that is it, folks. I made it to Haines Junction. I stopped there last time. It looks so different in the summertime or in the fall when it's not snowy. So I stopped there and the lady was like, "Your car is drunk." But I didn't realize there were crazy, insane mountains here, or did I just forget about them? I know last time I got in, it was dark. Actually, last time I left, it was dark, but I don't remember if it was dark on the way home, and I just forgot about these mountains or what. But Haines Junction is beautiful. Pretty beautiful. Frosties. Oh, it's not open. Come on, son. Nothing is open ever. Let's see where we stayed. We stayed right down here at this one with the red roof. The Alcan Motor Inn. This is where Dante, the dog, shit everywhere and ruined my night. I got no sleep. If the bar is open. Looks like it is. So not only did I meet a guy up here that also drives a diesel. I heard a diesel ripping and it didn't sound like a truck, and looked over and it was a 335D. But I got to stop at the pub here, get a little poutine and a cider. One cider. I'm fine, I can drive. And yeah, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and drive another 4 or 5 more hours because that'll put me at about 10 o'clock, and that's about when I've been stopping every night. And then tomorrow I'll wake up and only have, 4 or 5 hours to drive to Palmer and then drop off the stuff. So that'll be nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna hit the road again. It's got up to Haines here or Haines Junction, and all the mountain tops are covered with snow. So, and apparently the guys were saying it's gonna get more snowy. So, or it's supposed to, drop down even lower. Other than that, what else? There was something else I was gonna say. Oh, they said that the road gets rougher. From my experience, it hasn't gotten any more crazy up this way, but we'll find out. So I'll let you know, see if there's any of those giant sinkholes that are bad that everyone says I'm gonna fall into, which I'm not saying they don't exist. I just have not experienced it being that much crazier than than what I've already driven through. So we'll see, and I'll update you. Hopefully it's not bad. Could be though. It's a new day. We have new American prices for gas, American speed limits. Can't say I miss Canada that much. It's really, I don't know. By the time I get through Canada, I'm always ready to be back in the US. No more paying 220 cents for a liter of gas. Let's go back to dollars and cents. Who wants to pay 220 cents? Let's see, I'm gonna have to, oh no, that's diesel, but I think it's a little perfect. Alright, I'm gonna fill up. We're gonna keep trucking. We're about 5 hours away from Palmer. The guy hasn't sent me the address yet, so a bit confused about that. Hopefully he'll text me before I need it. Should be there about noon today, and then head down to Anchorage to pick up Sarah and hang out for a while in Anchorage. And we'll see what if we come up with any plans. But I desperately need to brush my teeth and wash my face because I just feel disgusting. Look at those buck teeth. Fall colors up here are amazing. Just even I know you can't tell on camera, but the color of the blue at the top of those mountains is crazy. It's like a teal blue, and just the lighting is always insane up here because of the way the clouds. It's just crazy. Sarah's gonna love it. It's funny how when you're on trips like this and you see beautiful places, you just think about, or I just think about, who else I could share it with, who else would love it. Because it's fun to see when you're by yourself, but it's so much more fun to see when you're with somebody that also is just excited about it, just as excited about it. It shares your enthusiasm. It's gorgeous up here. We are 30 minutes away from the drop-off, and I am 40 minutes early, so I'm gonna have to wait around for a while. 2 minutes away.
Oh, okay, so you're over here too. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. I was just planning to wait around if you're not ready, but
Okay. He just texted me. I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm about 50.
this is the problem. He always wants to call me, but the service is always so crap out here that it always gets disconnected. We'll see if he calls back. I think this is giving me a good idea of what I want to do for future videos. I either want to have someone to film for me, or a GoPro so I can be hands-free and just have it on my chest or something. All right, we just unloaded and are empty. As you can see, I didn't get any unloading video because I don't have a tripod, and they were kind of in a hurry trying to wrap things up here this evening, so just got to unload it and move along as quickly as possible. So now the goal is to sell this trailer before I leave, which is seeming highly unlikely. Really don't want to drag it home, but I might have to, or find a place to leave it up here. That way, whenever somebody does want it, I can just fly up and make the sale.